Hello again everybody. This week we're focusing on learning to tell the time. Learning to tell the time to the o'clock time, to the hour and to the half past. Children in year 1 also need to be able to draw the hands on clocks to show these times. So I'm going to point you today in the right direction for some songs about telling the time. Some of them we've done in class, some of them are new. Some online games to help you tell the time. Something to do around the house. Miss Wharton has also got a video on drawing a clock. And then we've also got some links to some videos that will do a little bit more teaching about how to tell the time if you need those. Okay, now all the links are on the website as well as on this video here. Now parents, can you just find out if your child can tell when the time is an o'clock time and when it is not an o'clock time before you move on to half past? They've got to be secure on telling o'clock time. Thank you very much. Now, one of the things I'd like you to do is find out how many different clocks can you find in your house. I've got lots of different sorts of clocks in my house. Some of them are like this, some of them are analogue clocks, like in the previous photo, but an awful lot of them are digital clocks. Now in class so far, we've been learning to tell the time to o'clock and half past using an analogue clock, but it's also necessary to be able to tell the time using a digital clock, especially in your house when that's probably what you've got a lot of. So we're going to be looking at that a little bit today. So if I'm looking at an analogue clock with hands, the long hand, remember, is the minute hand, and to be an o'clock time it's got to be pointing at the 12. The shorter hand is called the hour hand. That is pointing to the hour it is. This is 10 o'clock and we write it as 10 o'clock. On a digital clock, that is shown as a 10, and then these two dots separate the two parts, and this has to be at 0 and 0. 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Two different ways of showing the same time. Now in this one, it's 4:30. The shorter hour hand is just past the 4, and the longer minute hand is on the 6. The longer minute hand has gone halfway round the clock. It has gone 30 minutes around the clock. So this one, 4:30, is exactly the same time. 4:30 is how we write it. Now, Hip Hop Around the Clock is the Jack Hartman song that we do sing in class. So we all know that one and we all love doing it. So one of the songs I'd like you to do is that one. That one just has the analogue clock. But he's done another one. This one here, the link is up at the top, or of course it's on the website. He's got the digital clock in there as well. So he only does o'clock times, but he shows it in the digital format as well. So that's a brilliant one for you to do. And this song, What's the Time? It's a Kids TV 1231. We do that sometimes. That's also an excellent song. And the final one I want to show you that we have not done in school is Mr. R's song. What time is it? And he again looks at o'clock time and talks about how you tell o'clock time. Now the online games, don't forget the links are on the website as well. This one is on Top Marks. This isn't so much a game as a teaching resource, and you can actually change the time on this clock. So if I reset it, oops, sorry, I've got to go onto the website, silly me. If I reset it, I can have it set at 12, but if I ask it to have the time now, well, that's a brilliant way of learning to tell the time as well, isn't it? If you want to change the time, you click on reset. Now you could get a grown-up to say, please can you set the clock at 3 o'clock? And what you do is move the hour hand until it says 3 o'clock. Now this is a really good one because it actually shows the minute hand going around as well, whirling around too fast, much faster than normal of course, but it really shows how a clock works. So we've got it at 3 o'clock. If you want to set it to 3:30, you just add 30 minutes. So that is a very, very good resource for you to be practicing with. Okay, and just go back to our notebook file. And the next thing I would like to show you is the matching pairs game. That's a memory game, so it's going to be really helpful for you, not just for telling the time, but for your memory as well. And if you start up here, you can think analog to analog, o'clock. So that's just matching clock faces to o'clock time or o'clock and half hour. Or you could do it analog to digital. That will also be a very good way of learning. Analog to words or digital to words, so it's actually being written out for you as well. So that is something you could be doing. This game on Maths Frame, you've got to read the time, and then down here we've got the digital. So we are looking at analog time and digital time and matching them up. Okay? And then we've got a couple of videos. This is a bite-sized video, and that is doing a little bit of explaining about a clock and how it works. And our last video is from Twinkle. Now, we use Twinkle a lot in class, don't we, for resources, but they've started making some videos for you as well. And this, again, is available on YouTube. And don't forget, all the links are on the website as well as on this video. So, have fun. Don't forget, learning to tell the time takes children different amounts of time. Start off with o'clock, and when you're secure on that, then you can go on to half past, and some of you might even get further. Good luck. Bye.